Hey everyone, let's start solving today's Leetcode daily challenge question. So the question is check if one string swap can make strings equal. So you are given two strings S1 and S2 of equal length. A string swap is an operation where you choose two indices in a string, not necessarily different, okay, and swap the characters at these indices. So return true if it is possible to make both strings equal by performing at most one string swap on exactly one of the string, otherwise return false. Okay, so we have to make equal these true strings. By what we can do is we can do only one swap in any one of the string, any one of the string. Okay, so let's say if we see the example, here you can see S1 is equal to bank and S2 is equal to K and B. Okay, if we see, we can replace this, or we can swap these two numbers, right? K and B, then we'll get bank. Or you can just swap these two as well. Any of this is okay to make it equal. Okay, so here you can say it is returning true. And here the in the next example, if we see attack and defend, both are, so the strings are only different, so we cannot. Okay, so in the question it is given we can only swap, so we must have same characters in both the string. Okay, I mean I'm talking about the frequency and the character, not like a b b. Okay, so if here it is attack, then here in S2 there must be there should be something, okay, which is you can say combination of this character. Okay, so here it is returning false. The first condition which will be using is if your strings are not equal, of course then our answer will be false. Okay, the next example we will be using, okay, next example we will see. Okay, so kelb and kelb, so both are same, so of course it will return true. Okay, so first thing is what we discussed. If strings are equal, or or okay, are equal, then it will be true. And if strings are not equal, then what we have to do is we have to check. Okay, as we can only swap one string, there must be two indices which we get. Okay, which we get to swap this. So for example, if we see, this is 0th index and 0, 1, 2, 3, this is the third index. Okay, so 0 and third, so we got two indices which we can swap either here or here. So for that also, what we have to do is we have to check if our, let's say instead of this bank we have str1 as bank, and str2 is KANC. And if we check if my B and K are not equal, so let's say at index 0 it is not equal, these are equal, at index 3 it is not equal. So we cannot say if we have two indexes we can say which have different characters, that means we can return 2. No, why? Because there can be different character only, right? So here you can see, you can swap this B and K to get KA and B, but not KA and C. So for that we will store our indexes and we will check string 1 zeroth character, it should be equal to string 2 third. Okay, and string 1 third, this equal to S1 of 0, then only what we can say we can return true. So this is a question of string. Okay, so here it is asked return boolean, so we don't really need to swap. Okay, we just have to calculate. In the previous videos also I have explained this thing, is whenever we get a question of string, and we are asked to return a number or a boolean value, okay, true or false. So in that time we don't really need to do that operation, we just have to find how many times we can do that, okay, any operation. So here it is, the question is different, that only one we can do. So if such question is there, we don't really need to change our string, we just have to calculate. Okay, so this is you got right. So this is string 1 of 0, that is b, is equal to string 2 of 3, c. Is it equal? No. So done. So we cannot swap and we can return false. So this is the only logic we are going to apply. We are going to check, okay, this character and this character at each okay, at each at each position we will check if both the characters are different, then we will use one counter. And there, if there are only two indexes where we get this characters where it is different from its, like string 1 and string 2 both are different, so then only we can swap. If we have three, how we can swap only once, right? Then of course it is returning false. So if we have more than two, of course we will be returning false. Okay, so what we will do, let's start coding. What we need, one mint int different. Okay, it will keep track of how many characters, how many positions basically are different. Also we need to store positions to check this, right, at the end. So I will use one array, new int, and the size will be it will be 2 only, because if there are only two indexes where it is different, okay, that time only we are going to, so we can swap only once. Okay, now for int I is equal to 0, I less than s1 dot length, I plus plus. Okay, now what we will check, if my difference is equal to 2. Okay, if my difference is equal to 2, that means I came in this loop again. uh, yeah, if I came again here, that means I will return false. Not here, just we have to check, right? Before that only we are writing this. If my s1 dot char at I is not equal to s2 dot char at I, okay, then I will say this, not before. Okay, so basically what this mean is, if my both characters, this first and this first, let's say, are different, then what I will do, I will increase my diff. Okay, I will increment my diff, and also I will add the position. Okay, first let's say this, why we added this is, okay, first time I got different, I increased this, and again second time I got this, and again I increase. If I got even third time, then if my diff is 2, okay, then we can directly return false, right, because it is coming third time. As I explained, 3, okay, as I explained, there we can only swap once, so we want only two indexes. If we have three indexes where it is different, then of course it is false, we cannot swap. Okay, because we can only once. Now here I want to store the position, so position of diff, before we will write before, because it will be 0 when it will go to 1. Okay, here it will be initially 0, then it will increment 1. So as we are using 2, right, 0 1, the indexes will be, so position of diff will be I. So we are going to store this 0 and 3. Okay, now this we done. Now if my diff is equal to 2, if my difference is equal to 2, then only we can swap. So before swapping, what we have to check is, what before swapping we have to check if our these two numbers, these two characters are same. That means this first one and this second one, and this one and this one. Why? Because to swap, okay, to make it equal, then we have to check if we can make it equal or not. So if my what Before that, let's say int I is equal to position of 0, and int j is equal to position of 1. That means we got 0 and 3. Now we have to check s1 of 0, s2 of 3. That means I can directly return s1 of 0. Okay, that means s1 dot char at I, if it is equal to s2 dot char at j, and s1 dot char at j is equal to s2 dot char at I. Okay, if this is true, then of course we can swap, then we will return true. Okay, else we will return false. Okay, before this what we have to check is what we discussed. If strings are equal, we will return true. If my s1 dot equals s2, then we will return true. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, we are getting some compilation. Oh yeah, here it should be as it is a method. Yeah, let's run again. Yeah, you can see accepted. Let's submit this. Yeah, you can see the solution got accepted. So in this way we can solve this question in an easy way. So just think, if the question is of string and you have to return a number or a boolean value, then we really don't need to swap things. Okay, we just have to return. There must be some logic which will count that number or anything. Like now we are counting the difference and all. So similarly, if it is asked to return some string, okay, then only we will build that strings. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like this video and subscribe my channel. Stay updated. Thank you so much.